That was Bargwanna. That was Bargwanna that had a huge moment. It's rolled.
It's a Bundy car.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness. One of the Bundaberg Red races has gone over. And that is an almighty crash.
Yeah, so apologies, I've called that wrong. But that's going to bring out the safety car, and that was a shocker. Can't work out which one it is. I think it's 24.
It's Fabian Coulthard.
Driver is out. Just stand by, safety car.
Here it is again.
Just on the bottom left of screen. She just stepped out.
I reckon the tyres would go. If we go back to the very beginning of that replay, the left rear tyre has done something bizarre there, right at the point of load.
Welcome back. Oh, look at this! No! Goodness me! Massive accident on top of the mountain. Oh no, Alan Jones in there too. The Komatsu Ford, the Castrol Ford's been damaged. The Shell 17 Ford's been damaged. John Fortner is in that too. Well, it is just wreckage. That's as much as we can say. Now look, there was contact there. Was that the Ericsson Trustbank car? Looks like there was a bit of a collision there. Look at this, there's the Parsons Wills car had nowhere to go. Well, there was a real traffic jam there. You can see all the cars were very, very close together. Big lineup of cars. Robert Smith too spinning. He got caught up crunch.
He withstood the blowtorch and the question mark about the slimy track conditions. No, Stephen Johnson, fuel on the road. This is a big, big incident. Turn 2. David Bernard's actually in the car, it's not Stephen Johnson. So safety car will be deployed. We've got 120 litres, they've just gone through the driver change, so it's David Bernard in the car. Out goes the Pettis safety car, and this is a very big incident at turn 2. He's backed it into the wall.
So the Pettis safety car goes out on the circuit, and the Brains Trust at Jim Beam Racing look on.
Malcolm Swetnam on the left-hand side, the new team manager. And very high speed approach, 260 kilometres an hour into turn 2.
Now watch this. This will ignite anytime soon. There's a lot of fuel on the road there. The whole rear of the car has been ripped apart. And once it starts, it turns into a fireball very quickly. And very dangerous, feeding straight back to the car, enveloping car 17. At this stage, Bernard is still in there.
Oh, big moment, a massive moment for one of the Pepsi Max cars. Into the wall, out of business for Chaz Mostert, the reigning champion, has had a monumental crash. This will be a red flag. Mostert has had a terrible accident at the top of the hill. A shocking accident that's written this car off.
Neil Crompton sold us the prospect of making it to 137 to get home. They've stopped on 136 down the inside. He goes, he's into the side of him. They run into each other. He's blocked out brake. He's going to redress. He's going to redress.
But look at this.
Look at no, they're all gone. They're all gone. Tander's off. McLaughlin's off. The redressing's caused that. Tander had nowhere to go.
Can you keep going, bud?
You're kidding me.
No way.
You're kidding me. And this will trigger a safety car. Very likely a safety car. What a disaster. 11 laps remaining in the great race.
Just be careful, be careful.
And this is a terrible shame. Garth Tander's got damage that will stop that car.
Mate, I couldn't
It's
control
all over. There's damage that will stop.
You keep going.
There's damage that will stop car 33 as well. I think McLaughlin can't get out of it from here. Here's the replay. It started with Whincup on the dirty side of the road, locked up, and tags Scott McLaughlin, who takes to the grass. And then Whincup comes out of the throttle. Tander tries to go down between the two of them. They all make contact, and the Holden and the Volvo whack the wall and are both likely out of business. Here we are on board with Tander. Let's just look and listen. Sad into the day. Back at Mount Panorama, we've got a red flag in practice 6, and here's the reason why. Warren Luff driving Garth Tander's number 2 Holden Racing Team Commodore, unable to stop. Smashes into the back of Craig Lowndes' Red Bull Racing Holden Commodore. Remember, these guys are good friends, former teammates. Craig helped him out of the car. Good news, Warren is okay, Craig is okay.
Welcome back. Well, there has been a major incident on top of the mountain already today. That's Paul Wheel in car 50, lost control and is stationary. But what happens next is just shocking. Car 021, the Team Kiwi car of Chris Pither behind the wheel, arrived on the scene there, could not get out of the way in time. That is an awful sight. It's a huge impact. Both cars, of course, completely wrecked.
Problem on the way into it, and that could be the reason why he doesn't have any pace, but we'll find out from... Oh, big problem! A car has rolled, and that is the Cleland-Jones Falcon. It's gone over on its head.
John Cleland at the wheel.
And I think that was Jason Plato, wasn't it? The HRT car that he's connected with too.
Well, I need to see it again in replay, but hopefully John is okay.
No, that's the other car there,
Yeah.
Neil.
So he's tripped over the Plato car that was limping back to the pits at slow speed.
That is John at the wheel.
He's punching the glass out the side and wriggling out, so the Scott is okay.
Oh,
and that is John Cleland, and that's a good sight. Good to see him out. Here's the replay.
He's well offline. What's?
Oh, he's come out
He's gone
behind
around the
another
outside,
car.
another car.
Yeah.
Jason was, I mean, he was well offline. He's right round the outside.
Safety car, track may be even blocked.
Well, there you go. That's the word from pit lane. So they're telling Scape that the track may be
Oh,
blocked.
no.
And that's why a 4-car pileup.
It is blocked.
It is seriously blocked. This is a race stoppage kind of blockage. Look at this.
Scenes of yesteryear,
This
only a
is,
little further down the road.
This is 1981 all over again, folks.
One of the Shell Helix cars involved in there. The Orcon race is in there as well.
Now, if they can move at least one of those cars, they'll be able to keep this field threading through it. Let's have a look at the replay.
Look at him lining up behind him now. This is car 18, so Max Wilson going in. Behind him is the Orcon Falcon. They touch there. Jason Bargwanna side by side. They spin. That's not the end of it. Crunch. Oh, boy.
Bargwanna involved in 2 incidents in the space of a lap. And that second one was a nasty one.
The HRT car is not quite comfortable in its...
Someone's gone!
Ambrose has had a massive shunt. Ambrose has had a massive shunt. So Greg Murphy's involved. More cars. The track is jammed. The track is jammed.
Can you believe that? That was huge. And look at this. The track completely blocked.
Okay there, mate?
It could be game over. It could be Mark Scaife's victory. We have passed the 75% distance. What will this man do? What will the race director Tim Schenken do?
And how did that happen? More to the point. Greg Murphy's tangled
Cars
up
are
with
getting through. Cars are getting through. They may not red flag it.
Murphy is out of the car. Ambrose stepping from the car. Did these 2 tangle? And watch this. Look at these guys.
It's on. It's
Murphy
on.
and Ambrose. These 2 do not like each other, and they are going to have some serious words. Look at this. They are 2 heated men. They are 2 heated competitors. Can you believe this Super Cheap Auto 1000 has ended like this? Well, it's not over yet.
Here's a replay. What happens here? Here's the leaders. You've got to look at the corner of the frame as the cars head up to the cutting. Whoa, big trouble between Ambrose and Murphy.
Ambrose was sideways on the exit of Griffin's. And look at that. They were coming up, they were almost side by side. Ambrose perhaps...
I tell you what, he went so close to climbing
Over
that
the
wall
wall,
and
yeah.
actually getting out into the bush there. Goodness me. They need to bring on. Oh, no, our business. Scott Pye's had a huge accident. This will be a safety car.
You're right, buddy.
It's near McPhillamy there. And Scott Pye makes very heavy contact. Let's listen. Very solid impact with the wall. Fortunately, there's a lot of side intrusion protection there, but that was nasty.
Paul Radicic, here's the replay. Watch here.
No, he's run out of the road. Look at this, and he's gone. Oh my goodness me, that is a shocker.
That is big impact. He's gone around the outside of the Super Cheap Commodore and cannot pull this car up.
No, it's on the edge of the sand trap there, Lee. So he can't get he just can't get the pace off the car.
But right now the fans relishing him in front. Great battle going on behind him as Greg Murphy, the HRT teammate.
Oh! That's the Bottle Magic car. Trimble and Mazira, that's the entry. Thomas Mazira was behind the wheel.
Goodness me, you could hear those tyres screaming. Where was it coming from? It was Mazira, I think. Coming down Conrod Straight, he must have had a massive brake failure or something.
That was unbelievable. He just went straight off into the sand trap. Let's have a look at the replay of that. That was over at Caltex Chase.
Well, the safety mechanisms in these cars generally look after the drivers. Let's look at the replay. Well, you can see the massive amount of dust there. He's just carving a groove through that sand over and over and over. Thomas Mazira at the wheel. Let's hope he's okay. But you can see the effect of that sand trap. Will have to be pretty bad to top that one. Thomas Mazira, thank goodness he's okay. There he is sitting on the grass, but look at that car.
Pretty devastating, mate. Poor old Dino's minding his own business and someone's given him a whack at the backside and turned him around into the wall, so looks like that's the end of us for today. But the car was going really well. We had a little bit of a problem from the start, but...
Now we're getting reports just now that the car is in fact on fire. Dean is at least out of the car, which is good news, but the car's on fire.
No worries. Okay.
Well, it is a big worry, I think.
It is a worry. Hopefully they can put it out.
5 victories overall in season 2003, and that is car 33, Nathan Pretty and Alan Simonson.
And that was either just coming in or has just gone out of the pit, because I heard Pretty talking. Look at the damage on that car.
Keep an eye on the temperature, please, mate.
Oh dear, and there's Jason Bright and Paul Wheel's entry. The Team Brock car is a wreck.
Paul Wheel at the wheel.
Okay, mate, you're going to have to come in this lap, mate.
So big impact at the S's, obviously. And it's also involved car number 69 of Dillman and Jones.
There's a heap of oil on the road there too.
This is the Dillman entry. It goes on a bit of a dirt excursion, and now there's a whole heap of rubbish left on the track. And whammo!
Yeah, it's because he...
And then crunch! Oh, car 50!
Nowhere to go. How frustrating is that? How frustrating is that?
Wouldn't have seen a thing, would he? Earlier today, this is the incident involving Paul Radicic in car 15. It's quite hard to watch. The damage is so extensive that car 15 has been ruled out of the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000. From that crash, Paul Radicic has ended up with a broken ankle and some chest soreness. He's been taken to hospital, airlifted out to Orange.
Jason Bargwanna found out how unforgiving the mountain can be in '97.
Scaife is in the wall. Scaife's day is done. Mark Scaife has hit the wall.
Wow. There's been something happen.
Get up the arse like you could not believe.
Something's happened in the braking area going into turn 2 at the top of Mountain Straight. This will trigger a safety car. He's been hit aggressively from behind. So he's still cruising up here. So they already had a problem, and you get, hit very hard from behind. Massively hard from behind, and it's fired in first into the left wall, then to the right. But the car had no pace, and you could hear it free revving at that point. I think he had a slipping clutch, just as a guess.
Got a red flag again, so... Oh, and that's the reason why the Greens' tough Falcon has gone in hard. Chaz Mostert.
That was a big crash. It's a rookie year for him in the main game. He's been here before in the Dunlop series, but that is a major shunt for Chaz Mostert.
The damage is already done before he got to McPhillamy, so he's whacked the wall up at Reed Park, and that's the aftermath, unfortunately, because Damien wasn't able to steer the car. That's a nasty-looking shunt.
So it's
all the trouble on the left, and
yeah, he can't steer it.
now he's got nowhere to go, but there, into the wall.
And you know what it's done? It's the wall, the Armco railing's done its job, but the pole at the end of it that fixes it to the ground has been the object that doesn't move. The actual ribbons of steel have all shifted and soaked the load.
Davison just said he's in the wall hard. He is. Will Davison in the wall. That will trigger a safety car. That means the fuel problem goes away.
We've got a car on line entry to turn 9.
Mate, just keep talking to me. You'll be okay. Just keep talking to me.
To keep chatting, and he's made big contact up at Reed Park on the exit of it.
Still with me, mate?
Tander goes through.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Oh, look at that!
What on earth has hit this car? I believe it's a wheel. That's the view from on board. That's collapsed the windscreen, damage to the roof turret on the car. It's caved in the front of the Better Electrical Lounge Ford.
That is extraordinary. That is very fortunate.
And that's why Campbell said stay out on the track. But, you know, they'll black flag him, I'm sure. I doubt very much whether they'll allow a windscreen to stay in that condition.
Oh, look at this. This is the zinger replay of Paul Dumbrell.
That's the wheel that I'm sure will have parted company from Paul's car, from Stephen Richards' Paul Dumbrell car. See the car in the background, it was Craig Lowndes. So that wheel was bouncing on the run, exiting turn 2, bouncing on the run up towards the cutting, and it somehow bounced its way into the path of Craig Lowndes. He's a very lucky man not to have copped that wheel. We didn't see it, but it was just to the right of screen there, and there's the damage on the 888 car. Unbelievably bad luck.